Master Go student, I am Sachin Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I hope you will be fine and safe at your home and utilizing your time by learning new things. As we can see in our surroundings, the scenario of the COVID-19, it has stopped almost whole world. So we have decided not to make it a barrier in your studies. So we are taking our classes online. So that your syllabus can be completed in time, we think each of the chapter of your syllabus is very important and it makes a great foundation for your career. So we will be covering all chapters of your syllabus in our classes. These online classes will be followed by some worksheet, and this worksheet will be sent to you on your WhatsApp. You have to complete this worksheet as soon as possible and send back to us so that we can evaluate them. I hope you have understood the concept. Apart from this, if we talk about our other activities like fun activities and personality development classes, they will be resumed after our offline classes get started. Till then, keep acquiring knowledge from these classes. So now let's move to our today's topic, maths. As we know that maths is all about numbers. We have learned different type of numbers like integers, whole numbers, Roman numbers, fraction, decimals. In these numbers, in our previous classes, we have learned some group of numbers. So the group of numbers we have learned in our previous classes are natural numbers. Numbers that start from 1 are called natural number. They are also called counting numbers and they are denoted by symbol n. Whole number are the combination of natural number and a 0 and they are denoted by symbol w. Integers are the combination of whole numbers and all the negatives of natural numbers and they are denoted by symbol z. So these are the three group of number we have already learned in our previous classes. So today we are going to learn our fourth group of number, that is rational number. Yes, this is our today's topic. And rational number part 1, the topic we are going to cover: introduction, standard form of rational number, positive and negative rational numbers, equivalent rational number, representation of rational number on number line, and rational number between two rational numbers. So to understand rational number more clearly, we draw a number line of integer. Here all the positive numbers are on the right side of the 0 and all the negative numbers are on the left side of the 0. Here we know that 1 comes after 0 and 2 comes after 1 and 3 comes after 2 and so on. Can you tell me what comes between 0 and 1? Yes, it's 1 upon 2. If I divide 1 by 2, what I will get? I will get 0.5 and 0.5 is greater than 0 but less than 1. In the same way, if I have to find the number between 1 and 2, then what it will be? It will be 3 upon 2. So if I divide 3 by 2, what I will get? I will get 1.5 and 1.5 is greater than 1 but less than 2. In the same way, the number between 2 and 3 is 5 upon 2. If I represent this number on the opposite side, they will be in negative form. That means minus 1 upon 2, minus 3 upon 2, minus 5 upon 2. So what we are seeing here, that we are representing some number which are in the form of numerator and denominator. So these number which are in the form of numerator and denominator are called rational numbers. If I represent this number through a Venn diagram, I can represent that all the numbers start from 1 are called natural numbers. If I include a 0 in it, then it becomes a set of whole numbers. And if I include all the negatives of natural number, then whole set becomes a set of integer. And if I include all the number which are in the form of p upon q or in the form of numerator and denominator, then it becomes a set of rational numbers. So now we have understood what are rational numbers. So what is the definition? A rational number is defined as a number that can be expressed in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. For example, 5 upon 7, 3 upon 13, minus 5 upon 17, minus 9 upon 3, etc. So here we have understood the concept of rational number. Can we say that 2 is also a rational number? Yes, we can say. Why? Because I can write 2 is equal to 2 upon 1. Here what I have done here, I have put 1 in numerator of 2 and it doesn't change the value of 2. So that means 2 is equal to 2 upon 1 are same values. In the same way, I can write minus 5 is equal to 5 upon 1 and these are integers. So I can represent integer in the form of p upon q. So that means we can say that all the integers are rational number, but opposite is not true. But why? Why? Because I can write 2 is equal to 2 upon 1, but I cannot write 1 upon 2 is equal to 2. Why I cannot write? Because I know that that 1 upon 2 is not equal to 2. If I divide 2 by 1, what I will get? I will get 0.5, which is not equal to 2. Got it? So I hope we have understood the concept of rational number. So let's move further in our topic. Positive and negative rational numbers. A rational number is positive if both the numerator and denominator are positive. For example, 3 upon 2, 9 upon 11, 5 upon 3. In this example, both the numerator and denominator are positive. So we call it a positive rational number. Then what are negative rational numbers? If either numerator or denominator of a rational number is negative, then the rational number is called negative rational number. For example, minus 2 upon 5 or 2 upon minus 5. Standard form of rational number. So what is the standard form of rational number? A rational number is said to be in a standard form if it is in the lowest form and its denominator is positive. For example, if I take 13 upon 39, both are divisible by 13, and if I divide numerator and denominator by 13, what I will get? 13 ones are 39, 13 threes are 39. So 1 upon 3 is in the lowest form, that means I can't further divide them, and denominator is positive, so that means this is the standard form of 13 upon 39. Let's take another example, 10 upon minus 45. If I divide both numerator and denominator by 5, what I will get? 5 2s are 10 and 5 9s are 45. So here 2 upon minus 9. So this is the simplest form. Can we say it is a standard form? No. Why? Because denominator is not positive. So if I remove negative sign from denominator, then it will become the standard form of 10 upon minus 45. So let's move further. Equivalent rational numbers. What are equivalent rational numbers? Equivalent rational number is obtained by multiplying or dividing both the numerator and denominator of a rational number by a non-zero integer. Is said to be the equivalent form of the given rational numbers. For example, so let's take an example. Suppose we have to find the equivalent rational number of minus 3 upon 4. So what we have to do, we will just take our rational number. It is a negative rational number, and then multiply numerator and denominator both by a positive integer 2. So what I will get here? 2 into minus 3, minus 6 upon 2 into 4, 8. So minus 6 upon 8. So this is a new rational number I have got from minus 3 upon 4. That means minus 3 upon 4 is equivalent to minus 6 upon 8. Or we can also say inversely that minus 6 upon 8 is equivalent to minus 3 upon 4. Let's take another example. 15 upon 20. Okay. Now I have to find the equivalent fraction of 15 upon 20. So if I divide 15 upon 20 by 5, so what I will get? I will get 5 3s are 15 and 5 4s are 20. So that means 15 upon 20 is equivalent to 3 upon 4. Sorry. So finding equivalent fraction rational number is very easy. Okay. So here I have to present minus 5 upon 3 on the number line. So it's very easy. First of all, we have to draw a number line. As we can see, it is a negative rational number, so it will be on the left side of the rational number. So it's minus 1 and minus 2 and minus 2 and minus 3. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to see the denominator. What is the denominator? It's 3. So I will subtract minus 1 from 3 and get 2. So I will make two lines between each number like this. Okay. Now we have to see what is the denominator. It's 5. So I will count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this fifth line will represent minus 5 upon 3 on this number line. Isn't it so easy? Yes, very easy. Okay, now what we have to find? Okay, 9 upon 4. So we have to represent 9 upon 4 on the number line. This is also very easy. Again we will draw a number line. It is a positive rational number, so all the number will be on the right side of the 0. My plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Okay, so now what is the denominator? It's 4, so I will subtract 1 from 4 and I will get 3 and make 3 line between each number like this. Okay, now we have to see what is the numerator. It's 9, so I will count 9 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this 9th line will represent 9 upon 4 on the number line. So next we have to represent 3 complete 1 upon 2 on the number line. So if I convert into improper fraction, it will be converted into 7 upon 2. So again I will draw a number line and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what is the denominator? It's 2, so I will subtract 1 from 2 and get 1. So that means I will make 1 line between each number. Okay, now what is the numerator? It's 7, so I will count 7th line from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this 7th line will represent 7 upon 2 on the number line. So representing rational number on number line, it's very easy, isn't it? Okay, let's move further. So we have to represent, find 3 rational number between minus 7 and 8. So think, can we find it right now? No? Yes. So how can we find? First of all, I will write them in rational form. That means minus 7 upon 1 and minus 8 upon 1. Then I will multiply 10 in both rational number. Then I will get minus 70 upon 10 and minus 80 upon 10. So now we have got 2 new rational number, which are minus 70 upon 10 and minus 80 upon 10. Now can we find 3 rational number between them? Yes, it's very easy. So they are minus 71 upon 10, minus 72 upon 10 and minus 73 upon 10. Easy. So here we have to find 5 rational number between minus 3 upon 2 and minus 5 upon 3. So first of all, what we are seeing here, that denominator are different. So we will first make them same. So we will take the LCM of denominator. So denominator will be, so LCM will be 6. Then I will multiply minus 3 upon 2 by 3 and I will get minus 9 upon 6. In the same way, I will multiply minus 5 upon 3 by 2 and I will get minus 10 upon 6. So here now still we can't find rational number between both of them. So now what we have to do, we will further multiply our new rational number by 10. So what I will get here, minus 90 upon 60. In the same way, I will multiply minus 10 upon 6 by 10 and again I will get here minus 100 upon 60. Now can we find 5 rational number between minus 90 upon 60 and 100 upon 60? Yes. So it's 91 upon 60, 90 minus 92 upon 60, minus 93 upon 60, minus 94 upon 60 and minus 95 upon 60. So what we have learned here, that finding rational number between 2 rational number is very easy. So what we have learned today, let's take a quick recap. We learned what rational numbers are. They are nothing, just a fourth group of number that we have learned today. And what is the standard form of them? If the rational number is in its lowest form and denominator is positive, then we call it a standard form. What is the positive rational number? if the numerator and denominator both are positive, then we call it a positive rational number, and either of them is negative, then we call it a negative rational number. What is the equivalent rational number? They were extremely easy. If we divide or multiply any integer in numerator and denominator of any rational number, then the rational number we got, we call it a equivalent of that rational number. And representation on number line, that was very easy. We just easily represented all the rational number on number line, and rational number between two rational number was also very easy. The only thing we have to remember while finding the rational number between two rational numbers, that the denominator should be equal. Only then we can find rational number. Okay, so be safe, be happy, miles to go.